moving on, let's talk about something else, which is equally annoying, right? Someone asked the question on social media: should husbands queue for food at events while their wives are present? I have never been so irked in my life, but let's talk about it. It's time for Talk That Talk Thursday.
Ladies, we're on top. We're on top.
Now, this question done pissed me off so bad, I almost said foot sick. Okay, I almost said we're not doing this. But it seems it's a debate big enough to be had on social media by multiple people with multiple perspectives. So why not talk about it here? It started with a debate on social media where a man was asking, someone asked, should a man queue for food at an event where his partner is present? And this is where you realize how polarizing women are. There are traditional women and there are just, what? How even having this discussion women? And unfortunately, being very heavily on the, what? Foot sick. I feel like maybe it's a conversation to be had. And I think we start with just that, the question of tradition and personal preference. Here is the reality of matters. Yes, we can come here and have a conversation about, oh yeah, you know, that's backwards, that's da-da-da-da, that's this, that, the other. But every relationship is different, right? You know your person. You know the person you married, correct? You know the kind of relationship you guys have, right? You know the kind of respect and how you show each other respect in your own marriage and your own relationship, right? And if this is what works for you, like you have to be the one, bending over backwards, you know, queuing for your man to have food. I even saw someone else having the conversation of, they even like it when at events, the MC will say, may the men sit down and wait for their food to be served to them. I'm just like, all right. But then again, I'm never going to attend an event like that. Like, I could never be caught dead or alive, broken in shapes or forms, ever. You could never catch me at an event like that. Never. I promise you, never. So it's not even a concern for me. But at the same time, these are things that are happening. And we go back to the question of, who are the people who are discussing this, right? Who are the people who are being presented these scenarios? Are they women who, honestly, why? Why would, and even their husbands, I'm like, honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. If we went to an event and I was breaking my back trying to serve my husband, he would be irritated by me. He'd be like, why are you doing this? Like, what are you doing? Can you, why are you, what is with this servitude? It's annoying, it's irritating. And exactly the reason why I also never would find myself in that situation of marrying a man who would expect that from me. You could never. A traditional man who expects me to do the laundry, do the cleaning, and serve him after I've had my whole day. Not me. But I know my partner and my partner knows me. And therefore we would never, even if I do it, I am doing it out of the willingness of my heart. Oh, the food was there. Oh, I saw my husband sitting and I just got him food and I gave it to him. Willingly, right? It's not an obligation. So we go back to, who are we talking about? Who are we referring to? What are the circumstances and the dynamics in your relationship? Please think about your own relationship. What is considered respectful and disrespectful in your own marriage before you answer this question very loudly.
And it's true. This answer only lies in what works in your relationship.
Yep.
What goes on between the two of you. I feel like we grew up in a time where this is not a thing, you know? Because even if you were at a wedding and it was time to serve food, my partner and I would stand up, we would continue our banter.
You know?
Like we'd just go get our food, come back, sit down, you know? And even if he was feeling generous, he'd say like, oh, babe, it's okay.
Just sit down, I'll get it for you.
I'll get it for you. And if I was feeling, I'll say, babe, don't worry, it's a short queue. I'll get it for you. So it depends on your dynamic, what's going on in your relationship. The only problem, it only becomes a problem when it becomes an obligation. Like, I expect you to stand up and go get me food. The tone you use when you're addressing people is very important, because that is make or break. It could be, hey babe, could you please get me some food? Or, amka, line inasonga, endo kapange line utulete chakula. Tone is very important. And let me just throw in a wrench there. What if there's, what if it's you, your husband, and your children? Would you expect me as your wife to go panga line with the children? We all get our food plus you and come and serve it to you. Don't you see how unfair that is? It just doesn't make sense. So whatever works in your relationship, do you. As long as you're happy, do you. If you feel like you're being forced, you're like, babes, hata uko na miguu ama nitakuwekea watermelon juu ya rice.
Juu ya chapo. But there's another one that actually was brought into light. Someone said there are women who do this for optics at events, but at home the man serves himself. And I really got to thinking about it, because think about it. You've gone for an event with your partner and his bosses are expecting this to happen. Otherwise, it will diminish his, stance as a strong man. These things happen. I know it's cringy, but this is the reality of matters. You will find old men there looking at your husband, waiting to see how much the wife respects them. So in this particular case, my question then becomes, have we discussed it? Have you let me know in advance that, oh yeah, there's a thing, you just comply? That, for me, a heads up would be good. Again, why am I going to this event? Anybody knows, because I could have stayed at home. But again, the optics are, oh, you didn't come with your wife? Oh, it becomes a whole thing. So again, it's a reading of the room. What do the optics look like? Does it make your person feel less respected in their marriage when you don't do this? And if it does, just do it. If it doesn't, it depends on this communique. The communique needs to be communicated, all right? Otherwise, I'm not going to look silly, right? Breaking my knees, bending over backwards so that I can show respect to your old people. What kind of nonsense? However, communicated in advance, then I just know it's a thing that needs to be done. Otherwise, you will lose your promotion at work, and that's okay. I'll do it for today, right? Or I'll choose not to go altogether. Really, really, really read the room, read the scenario, and act accordingly. That's my 2 cents on that matter.
And this is why it's so important for you to really know the person you're dating, the person you're married to, because we have seen scenarios where when we're together, when it's just you and me, it is so beautiful, it's love. But the minute you step out in public, you talk to me the way you want, you're dismissive, you're saying, women should keep quiet. If you have seen that, it only takes one instance for you to nip it in the bud and say, hey, listen, if you cannot treat me consistently, you're either a horrible person to me or you're a good person to me. As in, if you keep switching like this, we need to switch off the relationship. It is that simple. Get to know the people. And also, it depends on your tolerance for disrespect, your tolerance for BS, your tolerance for for nonsense is all I'm saying. So don't tolerate it.
Yeah.
See something, say something. Hata akiwa mbele ya watu akwambia, hey, kimbia uniletee, mwambia, hey, we don't do that in our house. Why did that start today?
Yeah. Just realize where it's coming from.
Call it out.
Yes.
You're like, hey, what was that?
And I know it's a weird way people make it look like it's a sign of affection, because it's like, oh, you care for your partner so much that you got them food. Or it's like that reaffirmation again. Do you remember when we had a conversation about gender roles, right? Where a woman is supposed to be and where a man is supposed to be. And traditionally, for a long time, culturally, which is something we are all unlearning, is that men are, they just served. You serve your man. And women are the service givers, right? They serve the men. So I think those roles have been reversed, changed, intertwined, married, combined in many relationships. And if you guys aren't evolving in your own relationship and growing, that's a problem altogether. But again, it goes back to, who have you married? Who are you dating? If you do have these conversations early on, it avoids such nonsense from spewing in the internet, of you being that very loud person, like, oh, you know, it's my man. If I don't show him respect in this way, your person, right? So don't force that down anyone else's throat. You do for your relationship what works for you. Don't be forcing it down everyone else's. But yeah, those affirmations and gender affirming roles, I think, have died. Like, I don't know who's still living that way, but if you are, it's okay too. It's your relationship. I remember you were telling me about a neighbor you had who would cook literally food for everyone else and then would only cook ugali for the husband. So basically she's making 2 meals every single day, right? Because this food needs to be fresh, first of all. It needs to be sorted out before everyone else. All those things, I don't get it. Like, but it's still the same year. It's 2025, the year of our Lord. You in your relationship, you're never. What? He will cook. I can cook. Anybody can cook. Food will be eaten either way, right? We can order whatever happens as long as there's food on the table, right? However, this other relationship, which is outside yours, hapo tu kwa neighbor, ye lazima apike chakula mara mbili, okay? Ya bwana yake na ya. So different. Just what is your relationship like, right? Do you have any other counterpoints?
No, I'm just saying, just do what works for you.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't feel right by you, say something or remove yourself from the equation. Stop suffering in the name of love and servitude and compromise and romance. Just stop. Choose you.
Don't romanticize ill treatment, babe. It's okay. It's okay to just say, no, I don't like this. And if it happens in your family, in your household, and you want to change it, guess what? The communication needs to be had. It starts simple. Like, you start a simple conversation of, I don't like it when you make me do this because it makes me feel like I'm a servant. I'm not an equal partner in this relationship. It's making me feel like I have to dote myself upon you in order for me to get respect or love in this relationship. Like, start the conversation somewhere if it's something that you want to change or something that you're not comfortable with, because yes, your relationship may look that way now, but it has a chance to evolve and change based on the direction you take it to. It's never too late. As we say here on the show, communicate. That's been our show. My name is Kathomi.
My name is Torife. See you tomorrow.
Yeah.